welcome to another installment. Today is going to be Fall Walk 13. Let's go ahead and get started here on my walk. Let me just get the workout started. All right, another 30-minute walk for today on another beautiful and slightly colder day, which is nice. It won't be so difficult to walk. Not that it really ever is too taxing on the body, but it is nice when the weather is like it is today. I'm doing this walk a little bit later today because let me explain to you all a little bit about last night. Last night, I had a phenomenal time with my girlfriend and some friends of ours from work. Like I said in previous videos, it was one of my colleagues' last days at the company I currently work at, and so I was able to get a couple of other colleagues involved in a little outing. The original plan was to get pizza and then go to a bar, and we did get pizza, and then we went to a bar, and then we went to maybe 4 or 5 other bars and we had a really, really great time. It's one of those nights that happens very rarely, but when it does, it's very fun. We stayed out late, and to be completely honest, that's why I'm making this video a little bit later than I normally would. But at the same time, like I said, I think at this time, it is the perfect time to walk. And as long as I can still get my workout in for the day, I'm happy about that. So my plan is to do this walk right now, which not only will serve as the day's walk, the daily half-an-hour walk, it will also serve as a nice warm-up for the next video I'm going to do directly after filming this 30-minute walk. And that video is going to be the Couch to 5K Week 1 Day 3 video. And I'm actually excited about that because on the previous days that I've been doing the Couch to 5K video, you know, when you wake up at 7 in the morning and you're just immediately putting on your clothes and going outside for a jog, you know, the 5 minutes I don't think is enough to do a proper warm-up. But it's tough because, you know, I'm already waking up early, so I'm trying to finish the jogging session as fast as I can. That way I still have time for breakfast and enough time to be able to make it to work without rushing things. So a solution could be to wake up earlier, 6:30, so I can do, I don't know, maybe a 15-minute walk warm-up followed by the run. But I'm going to be experimenting with some things for the next couple of days. So whatever it ends up being, you'll all know because you'll see it. And I'll talk about it in subsequent videos. So yeah, the 5 minutes is probably not enough of a warm-up. But the good news is I think because of the strength training that I've been doing at the gym, especially for leg days, I feel like I used to get more pain in my legs, especially like my shins, before I was getting as involved with leg training as I am now. And when I say as involved, I'm pretty much doing 2 days a week of leg training. I try to do 2 days a week of any muscle group training, but I feel like it's really helped just strengthen my legs so I don't feel the pain as much. And I know there's some other movements that I can also do that would help. Sorry, I'm just watching along here. Don't mean to eavesdrop, but I'm not sure if these guys are having an argument or not. Not to be nosy, but I mean, they're right here next to me, you know? So what is it that we were saying? I completely lost my train of thought. Okay, I remember now. Leg training and being able to walk, rather being able to run almost immediately after getting up because of said leg training. You all might know a very popular fitness, I suppose, influencer, someone in the fitness space. I think his name is Ben Patrick, otherwise known as the knees over toes guys. And he has a lot of recommendations for strengthening your knees and your legs and your shins, and I should probably incorporate more of the exercises he talks about into my daily routines or my strength training sessions. The cool thing is, Okay, so what are some of the things that he promotes, right? Because I have to remember correctly, but he does these things called tibialis raises, which I believe they just strengthen your shins, or perhaps your tibialis. Is that the actual name of the muscle? I'm not 100% sure, I forgot. But then he also does the squatting with the different levels of progression. He also does the sledding, so walking backwards using some form of load to be able to put some resistance, probably on your knees, and keeping those knees over your toes. So I think a combination of all those three things probably will help in my general jogging. One of the cool things is the commercial gym I go to, it's the first time I've ever seen a sled. So in the gym I go to, there is a turf, and there's a sled on that turf, and a lot of people use it. And I wonder if those people watch Knees Over Toes Guy, because before watching him, I hadn't really heard of those movements. I'm not saying that he necessarily invented them or, I don't know, coined it, but he certainly made it more popular, you know? Because I don't think finding videos on sledding is as popular as finding, you know, videos for bench press, for example. So it's kind of made me very curious, you know, seeing the people that do the sled at the gym. I wonder, is this a direct result of having watched Knees Over Toes Guy? So, but it's pretty cool. It's something I'd like to get involved with. They also have another piece of pretty, I wouldn't necessarily say specialized equipment, but they do have a freestanding treadmill, not motorized. So the only way to move the treadmill is to use your own power. It doesn't actually assist you in that regard. And that's really nice because you can do it both walking forward and walking backward. And I think when I say he, again, it's Ben Patrick, I think Ben Patrick even created his own mini version of that, a consumer version that you can just buy for your home. And according to him, it's one of the easiest ways for all ages and all sort of levels of expertise to get involved with his style and type of training. So yeah, a lot of avenues for me to continue increasing my leg strength and overall mobility. Not even sure how I really got into this topic, but you know, these walks are sometimes just like a stream of consciousness, and I'm just speaking my mind. So as you can imagine, today's been a very relaxing day. I'll be honest, I have not been good with cooking in these last 2 weeks. Even though I like the idea of cooking, and there are times where I do a lot of cooking, and there are times where I make good meals and times that I make bad meals. These just 2 weeks have been just one of those times where I find myself eating out a lot. I'm not really too concerned in terms of health. It's more of, you know, a money issue, right? Because just because you might have the money to do something doesn't mean that you should. And before you know it, you know, you eat out enough times, you're spending a good amount of money on something that you really don't have to be. But today we changed that a little bit. Got a nice grocery haul earlier today and made some amazing breakfast. Haven't had like a really big breakfast in a long time. Normally before work, I'll have like a little, you know, Hispanics like to refer to it as a tostada. Normally it's just like a pressed little sandwich with ham and cheese or just butter. Normally before work, I will have this tostada, and it's pretty good, I guess, when I'm just in a quick, you know, I'm in a rush, want to get in something fast. But today being Saturday and having a lot more time, I was able to get a nice big breakfast. So I had like 4 eggs, 2 slices of bacon, one of those slices of toast, and also some hash brown. They're from this company called Orida, and they're the crispy crowns. So not tater tots, but just the ones that look like little circles. Very, very delicious. Just a great way to start the day. And it's also one of those nice meals. Like, think about, you know, growing up Sunday breakfast. This is like a nice Saturday breakfast, so. I am looking forward to Thanksgiving coming up. I'll be able to spend some nice quality time with my family and good quality time with my girlfriend's family. And, you know, it's a short week. a lot of people at work are going to be on PTO, paid time off. And so the only people going to the office, there will be few of us. It's going to be a little bit of a ghost town in there, which sometimes is nice because you can focus a lot on the work that does need to get done. And it also leaves you with some time to explore some other passions that maybe you can't explore when you're very busy. What do I mean by that? So I'm in software engineering. And you can imagine that as a software engineer, there's work that must get done. And then there's work that you just want to do for fun. And we can talk about this a little bit. If there's anyone listening that's a software engineer, I think that's where a lot of the growth happens in those side projects. They don't necessarily need to be side projects that you work on outside of work. You know, a lot of people ask, you know, where do you find the time to work on these side projects? You can find time during your workday, right? You know, it's not all the time that I'm coding all day. Actually, most of the time I'm not. Most of the time you're maintaining, you're triaging bugs, issues within the product, not necessarily typing away. But of course, like any other job, there's sometimes downtime, and what you do with that downtime can really form the rest of your career. So I have found that if I'm able to explore these passions on my downtime, you can continue expanding your tool set and become better at whatever it is you're doing. And yeah, like I was saying, any software engineers listening, I would take that as I guess maybe career advice. See if you can find some passions and some things that you enjoy doing outside of the day-to-day work, but you can still do it on the clock. That way, after work, you can relax. I think the easiest thing to do, and this gets easier the more senior you become, and I think it is the way for people to become more senior, is you want to see what problems the team is struggling with. You want to be doing the things that other people don't like to do. And if you can become that person that people can depend on to say, hey, we have a problem here, no one wants to fix it, and you can say, hey, I'll fix it. Or better yet, don't even volunteer for it, just fix it. And then one day just tell your manager, hey, you know, I fixed the thing and I want to demo it to the team. That's really how you'll get a lot better. You'll start, you know, developing authority. You'll be the man or the woman doing the thing. So that's really how I've been able to grow myself in my career. Again, you find the things that people don't want to work on, pay close attention to problem spots and processes, and make a list. Have a list, an ongoing list of things that I'd like to fix. Some might take days, weeks, months, years, but I got the list there. And as long as I have the list, I have something that I can actively be, you know, aiming towards. Hey, man.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
Good.
I'm gonna do a quick progress check here. That's cool because I do feel like I'm walking a little faster. And sure enough, my pace right now is 17 minutes and 50 seconds, minutes over miles, which is good. Typically in my last videos, if you've seen the walking stats, it generally hovers around 18 something. So the fact that I'm under 18 right now, almost effortlessly, is a good sign. If you see the pace going down and you don't feel like you're working harder to achieve it, then it means that you're doing something right. Probably later today, I will start putting some of my Christmas lights up. Tried calling to see if the Christmas trees were available. I tried, you know, big box stores like Home Depot and Lowe's. Real Christmas trees are still not available. I've been told that probably the day after Thanksgiving they will be. Unfortunately, I will not be here the day after Thanksgiving, but maybe when I come back, I'll be able to grab myself one and at least have it. And over the course of the next couple days, start decorating it. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to be visiting my mom tomorrow. Well, both my mom and dad. And for tomorrow's walk, I have asked my mom, who loves walking, if she would like to do an hour walk with me. So she might be a part of tomorrow's episode. And if she's not in it, at least we'll be in a different area. So it'll be something cool to just look at. Something different. That is my aim with these Sunday walks, to sort of spice things up a little bit. It's one of those days where these videos are a little more quiet than usual, but that's fine. Those are always welcome. Remember, it's just a matter of doing your walk and getting out there and doing the thing. This video, I'm using my chest mount. Probably when I start doing the running video for today, I will be using a head mount. I've realized that the head mount is very good for the jogging videos. The stick was cool to try out, but it's just way too tiring and too distracting for me to be able to both hold the stick, talk, run, check the time. So probably from now on in the Couch to 5K sessions, I'm only going to be using the head strap, the head mount, and I probably won't be doing a lot of talking. I really want those to be more focused, especially for the audience. And okay, yeah, so in my last two videos, normally I used my voice as a cue, which I guess is pretty good, but I want something a little more standard, I guess. So there's a way for us to, oh wow, I think that person goes to my gym. Just give me 1 second here. So the video editing software I use, by the way, the reason I normally stay quiet around people when I'm walking is, frankly, it's one of those things where it still feels a little bit weird to talk around people because, I don't know, it just feels strange. Okay, this is cool. This is literally an automated lawnmower. That's so cool. Is that automatic lawnmower? That's so cool. Wow. Is it good? Works, takes care of the whole thing? Oh, wow, awesome. That's great. And that's it, right? What a life, you know? That's great. Have a nice day, guys. That is so cool. The mini portable automatic lawnmower. Never seen that before. Anyway, so I keep losing my train of thought here, but yes. So the video editing software that I use, Microsoft Clipchamp, offers pretty decent text-to-speech, AI-generated speech. So I was thinking of using that as the cues because, like a lot of times you watch those like stretching videos. You watch like people stretching and they have the timer and they have those automatic cues that tell you when to start and stop, right? So I feel like let's say I wanted to hold myself accountable for a Couch to 5K and I wanted to watch a video such as the one that I'm posting for you all, hearing the voice of the person, I guess it's okay, but I'm really just focused on the run. I'm recording the run and documenting it for not just, my own purposes, but for the audience especially, to be able to hear it. So I think if I use the text-to-speech, you don't have to worry about anything. Like, I don't know, what if I forget to say it? What if you can't hear me? The intonation of my voice can be different. Sometimes maybe I'm so tired, it's hard just for me to say start. It might not be as clear, but with text-to-speech, I can create a consistent audible tone or message for the people listening to the video, and it'll make it very easy, again, for the person to also just concentrate. They really don't have to do anything. The video takes care of the entire workout for them. They just got to get out there and start. So I'm gonna try that out for this next one I'm working on, and we'll go from there and see how it is. I'm pretty excited though because it's always fun tinkering with things, tinkering with the editing software, figuring new things out. You may have noticed, so this is going to be Fall Walk 13, Fall Walk 12. A couple things I changed in there, a couple things coming from YouTube. For example, I added captions. Now they are generated from Microsoft Clipchamp, which I've heard is better generation than YouTube. And then also adding that little intro, I thought it was just a fun way to spice things up. So, always gotta think to yourself, anything that you're striving for, think about how you can get just a little bit better every single day. Oh, that scared me. It's a dog behind that car. All right, we're still doing good with our pace here. It seems like today's average pace will be lower than all the previous ones. Something else I wanted to do, and I guess I can manually count up. I want to sort of do an average of all workouts every single month. And at the end of the month, what I'll do for the viewers is we will do a monthly roundup where we quickly discuss the work that we did, average amount of calories lost. Maybe not average, I think total calories lost by walking 30 minutes daily. And we'll do other totals like how long did we walk, all the sessions combined, because again, everyone has a different build. Some people will burn more calories faster than others doing the same activity because maybe they're heavier, they're taller, so on and so forth, a lot of different factors. But I hope that, remember, use the videos as a template, as a point of reference. I don't know how much the error will be, plus or minus X amount of calories or more or less time, depending on how much you did. But I want you to be able to hear the totals, see the totals, and think to yourself, well, hey, I can probably accomplish something like that if I do something similar for a month. It might not be exact, but I might get close to it. Again, I'm using a phone to monitor these statistics. So, different devices might do a better reading. Different devices might, supply this information to me automatically. But these are things that I want to work towards. Since I just started this challenge, I always say it, I don't want to optimize before creating a habit. And so if I get to that point, I probably would like to invest in better gear. But for now, I think if I just do these updates, hopefully it will help you all with your own fitness goals. Hey. That's cool. Again, I walk a lot, so I tend to just overhear what people are talking about, and I believe this person is, it sounds like they're congratulating someone or giving them kudos to having started a self-care YouTube, and they're happy about it, you know? Everyone's out here trying to better themselves, and people are trying new things out, getting creative, having a good time, and that's really the best thing that you can do. So if you are also out there starting your own YouTube channel, or maybe you're watching this one, you know, keep at it, keep at it. It's not easy, I'll tell you, it's not easy. You don't think today I would have loved to probably just be in the sofa all day? I was playing Super Mario RPG on my Nintendo Switch. I would have loved to be on the sofa all day, chilling. But I know that if I don't do my walk, I will not feel good about it. Let me come down here. Stay consistent, guys. So, at the sake of sounding cheesy or over-optimistic, I want to deliver a message to all you viewers. You can do whatever you set your mind to. I just thought about this now. I mean, it's something I've been thinking about, but, you know, nowadays, you see social media, you see people on social media living these luxurious lives, and, you know, you might ask yourself, why do they get that and I don't, and I can't? But it's a mentality. I'm going to tell you, it's a mentality. You truly can get whatever you want, and I promise you, I can assure you that these people that are making it big, you know, achieving all their dreams, they are not much more different than you and I. Obviously, there are exceptions. There will always be exceptions, but everyone is just out there grinding and hustling and trying to make it. And if you just find something that you enjoy doing, just stick to that thing and do it a lot. Someone somewhere will find value in the thing that you're doing, and that thing will allow you to live the life that you so desire. I'm out here making these walking videos because I hope to inspire others. I hope to help others in their own fitness journeys. I also want to keep myself accountable, keep walking, keep running. Maybe one day this will grow into something more. But until that day comes, I'm going to just continue doing what I've been doing, and that's showing up. You know, I've had my own visions of what my future is like. And there's, you know, a lot of times there's a negative voice in my head that tells me, well, I won't be able to get that. Maybe I'll have to settle. And that's okay, I'll settle, that's fine. But you know, you don't have to settle. You could do whatever it is you want to do. I mean, we live in a world where now resources are so abundant, you can learn anything really on your sofa. There's been no other time in the universe, in the history of the universe, that you can just sit on your sofa and learn a new skill. You can better yourself learning these skills. So I'm encouraging you, if you're listening to this, to go out there and pick a skill. Maybe it's something that you're already interested in, and just do a little bit about it every day. Document it, journal it, talk about it, meet other people, go out of your comfort zone, explore, live, enjoy life. Again, I have an idea of what I want my future to look like, and I am pushing for that, for myself, my family, my loved ones, so on and so forth. So, hopefully this message will hit for some of you all watching. As much as I love delivering it, I hope that some of you will enjoy hearing it. With all that being said, we are 40 seconds away from the 30-minute mark. Here's my plan. I'm going to go inside, going to start working on this video, And by that I mean just transferring files from the SD card to the computer. And then I'm immediately going to go on my jog and film the Couch to 5K. That's what we're going to do today, because we have to. And we're disciplined. It's not motivation, it's discipline. Keep it up. Thank you all so much for walking. Looks like we did better today. We kept an under 18-minute over mile average. I'm going to stop the workout right now. We got our 30 minutes in. Another awesome day of walking. This will be our 11:18 walk. And continue pushing yourself and doing the things that you love to do. I will see you all in the next walk, and especially in the Couch to 5K session for today. Take care.